back in the hole. So we're doing some cleanup before the end of the trip. We have about a week left. The last set of guests leaves tomorrow, and then we are with the crew. The crew's making the crossing, which will take about 5 days. So we really don't have much food left in these freezers, so I'd love to show you. In the first freezer, we had brownie. That's what's left of brownie. It's like a third of the freezer. This is where all of the poultry was kept. Empty. Dunzo. This was frozen veg and frozen fruit. Empty. This was, I believe, seafood. Now it is Captain Mark's freezer. He got Bahamian bread, Bahamian mac and cheese, some fish that he caught and stuff that he's taken back to the States. So this does not come on the boat with us. I did not provision this. This is what Mark is bringing home. So that's a pretty full freezer right there. This is the bait freezer. Stuck. Still a lot of bait left. This was the bread freezer. Empty. So now I'm gonna take brownie from that freezer and bring it to the freezer inside, just so it's easier to deprovision the boat. Okay, just got the last of brownie. Everything else is empty down here except for Captain's freezer.
This morning for breakfast, I'm making shakshuka, which is one of the owner's favorite breakfast meals. It's super simple to make and it's very healthy too. Start off with some olive oil and toast off your spices. I'm using sweet paprika, smoked paprika, chili powder, and cumin. Once fragrant, I'll add in a can of diced tomatoes or tomato sauce and drop in my eggs, and they'll poach in that beautiful, flavorful liquid. I want to make sure that the white of the egg is completely cooked, but the yolk is still runny. Once the eggs are cooked, I'll top it with some feta cheese and parsley for garnish. Since we're on the last few days of this yacht trip, I'm trying to clean out the freezers. I have a big pack of wontons that need to be used up, so I decided to make them sweet instead of savory. What I'm trying to do here is make some cinnamon bun wontons. Into a bowl, I'll add in cream cheese, vanilla extract, brown sugar, and cinnamon. Mix it all up and start filling my wontons with the mixture. When you fry wontons with cream cheese in it, it tends to explode out the side, so you need to make sure there's a good hard seam on the outside. To achieve that, you just want to wet your fingers with some water, get all of the sides, and press it together as hard as you can. Once all the wontons are formed, I got some oil hot and started frying them off. I drained them on some paper towels, sprinkled with powdered sugar, and breakfast is served. The guests are leaving the yacht today to explore the island, so I was in charge of making sandwiches. We are truly down to the last bits of food on this yacht, so I had just enough deli meat to make these sandwiches. I only had enough provolone for 7 of the sandwiches. The other sandwiches got Colby Jack. The crew came into the galley to help me pack up all of the food, and we brought it out to the tender for the guests.
Aren't you taking them to the cooler? Okay. Yeah, this is good footage right here.
For crew lunch, we're having leftovers, and we've got a lot of those. Bacon wrapped shrimp and scallops, mushroom risotto, pea salad, fried rice, macaroni salad, sauteed squash, and a salad. I got started on breakfast prep for tomorrow. I'm making a coconut bread pudding. We got this coconut bread from the island a few days ago, so it's starting to get a little stale, but that makes for the perfect bread pudding. The dried out bread will soak up all of those flavors. Into a bowl, I'll add some milk, cream, vanilla extract, cinnamon, brown sugar, and last but not least, coconut flakes. I'll give that a good mix and pour it on top of my coconut bread, let it sit in the fridge until I bake it off tomorrow morning. I got a call on the radio that the guests and owners were coming back to the yacht, so I got conch salad ready and some crackers for cocktail hour. The owner came into the galley with me to help make a famous family recipe. We chopped up some bell peppers, onions, garlic, and jalapenos. You remember those 2 whole red snappers that I pulled out of the freezer a couple of days ago? They're being used tonight. And thankfully, I found a pan big enough to fit these ginormous fish. We'll lay down a bed of the sliced potatoes that the fish will sit on top of, and then put on all of the vegetables. Also, some diced tomatoes, white wine, beer, cognac, and salt and pepper. Tonight is the last night with our guest on board. Tomorrow after lunch, we'll get them to the airport and they'll fly back home, and the crew will stay on board and take the crossing back to Miami. We wanted to make this night really special for the guests and have a big party. So while I was preparing dinner in the galley, the stew was upstairs decorating the upper deck where the guests are going to be having dinner. If you're enjoying this channel, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. I've been enjoying reading all of your positive comments, and I'm happy to have such an amazing community of little chefs. I also offer once a month live cooking classes, so if you're interested in joining me for those, check the description below. I threw the fish into the oven and went to the upper deck to check out our decorations. Gina did an amazing job making this place look awesome up here. We've got lights, banners, streamers, and party hats. I hope the guests are ready for some fun tonight. In addition to the whole fish, I made some rice, black beans, and a nice big salad. And for dessert, I made my famous coconut macaroons. After I cleaned the galley, I ended my night up on the bow enjoying the beautiful crystal clear water and watching the sharks swim by. Bye, little chef.